Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing another tech rant, and this one is about why Sony Mobile should change to Sony PlayStation Mobile. Sony Mobile as a company has not really been doing well, and it's baffling to me because really what's happened is that their smartphones have not been making unfortunately enough of an impact. So as a company, they've gone down year over year, up to the point where they were losing money year over year. They are profitable now, but it's because they've downscaled so much. To just give an idea, they sold a total of 15 million smartphones last year altogether. Now, compared to the big boys of Apple and Samsung, those companies sell about 15 million or so about 2 weeks to 3 weeks. So that is a big difference, and they're just not getting as many sales. So they've downscaled, they've done less mobile, but this company should be booming. And how can they do that? Well, by taking a page from Nintendo, but then even leapfrogging over them to work more with what the strengths that Sony has. Now, Sony has certain strengths in the internet ecosystem. When it comes to PlayStation Vue, for example, that is probably the best cord-cutting solution you can get right now. But they do have some mess-ups, and they've had a lot of failures over the years when it comes to entering in the mobile platform or kind of bringing PlayStation to it. But they need to create a container app called PlayStation Mobile. You can call it just PlayStation Mobile or Sony PlayStation Mobile. But the whole point of it is that it needs to be different and contain all PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and maybe eventually even PS3 games. Now you can obviously start off with things like Android TV to start this off with, but it needs to work with the main four when it comes to Android ecosystem. And that is, it needs to work with Samsung, Xiaomi, Huawei, and of course LG. Those are the top 4 selling Android smartphones in the world, and they are going to be the big ones that do sell the most to actually have the biggest impact. And just to give you an example, this is all you would need to do. Create something like this. This is Samsung's game launcher, and it optimizes your games. It makes it so you can do stuff. It even allows for screen recording and things like that. This is all Sony would need to do. If Sony would do something along this lines and call it, PlayStation Mobile, and really help it gain traction to play old PlayStation games. Now, Sony would have to, of course, pay licensing fees for some of these titles, but that's fine. We don't need to, they're still going to be making a monthly subscription fee if they do it like for unlimited games. Or they could do something like as I say, a Netflix, like users pay 15 bucks a month or 10 bucks a month and have unlimited games. But they're also going to make money by selling more controllers. You can sell something like a PS4 controller with a mount. Now I know third parties do this, but they're all okay. But have it natively work Bluetooth to other Android smartphones, just like your Sony Mobile ones do, and have it work again with the big top selling ones. If they do this, we are nostalgia driven right now, and this is the prime time to do it. You see Nintendo doing a Switch, a portable gaming console. You see having the ability to have the Nintendo Classic, the SNES Classic, the Sega Genesis Classic all coming this year. That is selling big right now, but the biggest thing about it is it's nostalgia driven. So PlayStation could do the same thing for PS1 and PS2 games starting off, and then go into PS3 games later. But the whole idea behind this is it could really play on our nostalgia and be able to play these games, be able to have fun with these games, and give it to us on devices we already have. This would be a big seller for them, and it could go to making them millions of dollars instead of barely making it. Now they are profitable now, but like I said, just because of downsizing, but they could be making a lot of money if they do some kind of platform like this. And that's really where I kind of just have always thought, and it's frustrated me because I'm like, how are they losing money? How are they doing that? They have such a in. And you see other companies doing this, like Nintendo. They're bringing back new games, right? So they're doing, Super Mario Run. They're bringing back classics and putting them into the modern mobile. And PlayStation could try to do something like that. Even with the whole Crash Bandicoot revising, why not bring that Crash game, the new one just remastered, make it, you can downsize the quality a little bit, but that one's not graphics intensive. You could bring something like that back to do Wrath of Cortex to kick it off on this side. Something along those lines to do it would just, again, make so much sense. So I want to hear from you guys. If you guys know anything about PlayStation, or what would you guys pay a subscription for, or even would you like to see it just buy outright, like $15 game here, $15 game here, $10 game here, $5 game here, for something like Bust a Move or something like that, that's gonna be like $5. But for something like Final Fantasy VII, which they already have on Android, $15. But again, making it natively work with the PS4 controller through Bluetooth, not through connecting. For those of you who don't know, you can actually connect a PS4 controller directly into a Samsung smartphone, LG smartphone, and it works actually. But Bluetooth is definitely the way to go, wirelessly. And look, then you have me doing what I do on my Switch, but on my phone that I like more and that has more capability, and being able to, I can buy Sony headphones. I love my Sony Huron headphones, my wireless headphones. I wish I could use them with my Switch. I have to plug in a wire to them. So that is what I think PlayStation could do. Vita is dying off. There should be a mobile component to Sony, and I think that would be the best solution. But I want to know what you guys think. What would you guys go for? Let me know in the comment section down below. Retweet this out to Sony Mobile. I'm just curious to see if they would ever consider something like this, because I think they could make a lot more money than they're currently making now, and instead of just getting by barely, they could be making a lot more money. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.